Hello friends, let's derive the formula for calcium hydroxide from calcium ion Ca2 plus and hydroxide ion OH minus. As per the convention, the cation, that is the calcium ion 2 positive, that is written, the symbol is written first, followed by the anion, that is the hydroxide ion with OH minus is written. Now when we check the charges, calcium ion has 2 positive charge and the hydroxide ion has 1 negative charge. That is calcium ion 2 positive charges and hydroxide ion has 1 negative charge. When we add in a ionic compound, this calcium hydroxide, this is an ionic compound. In the ionic compound, the total charge of the ions, that is the positive and negative ions, the total charge, if we add, the result has to be 0. But here the result, when it is 2 positive and 1 minus, the result it will not be 0. So to make into 0, what adjustment we need to do? This 1 minus we need to make into 2 minus. That is, this 1 minus we need to multiply by 2 times. Then only the result will be 0. So this 1 minus is multiplied by 2 times. So when we multiply by 2 times, then the result will be 0. This will be 2 positive and this will be 2 negative. When we add, both the charges will be cancelled. So the result of the ions will be 0. So in order to get the 0, we need to multiply this 1 minus by 2. Where is this 1 minus? This OH minus. So this OH minus, this OH, this symbol, we need to multiply by 2 times. This OH minus, this is a polyatomic ion. So polyatomic ion, while we are writing the formula, this has to be enclosed within the bracket. So we are enclosing within the bracket or parenthesis. We are enclosing within the bracket now. This has to be enclosed. This has to be enclosed within the bracket or parenthesis. Then after that, this has to be multiplied by, what's that? 2 times. That 2 we need to write as a subscript here at the bottom, 2 times. So when we are multiplying like this, the charges are cancelled. 2 positive, 2 negative. Here 2 times 1 minus. That becomes 2 minus. So the charges are cancelled. So what we can do? We can cancel the charges. 2 positive is cancelled. And this 2 times 1 minus, this also will be cancelled. And the symbols of the ions we need to write together. That is CaOH twice. That is written here, CaOH twice. That is the formula for calcium hydroxide. CaOH twice is the formula for calcium hydroxide. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing.